This video will cure your overthinking. A sad study came out a few years ago from Stanford that said that 58 out of every 60 minutes we are either thinking about the past or the future. Are you like this? Are you an overthinker? Well, if you want to cure your overthinking, this is the video for you. Now, there are many ways to quiet the overthinking mind that absolutely do help. They work, right? Supplementation, meditation, journaling, breath work, right? If you're overthinking, then you're also underbreathing. You see, the mind is a terrible thing to overuse. Overthinking is a problem, right? It's a problem that has existed for as long as humans have existed. Even Mark Twain many years ago said, "I am an old man and have known a great many troubles, most of which never happened." Overthinking is the art of creating problems that don't exist. See, you must realize one thing. The mind is a great servant, but a dangerous master. And the problem is, you are probably being controlled by your mind. But if you want to end your overthinking once and for all, then you are in the right place. Watch this video to the end. Once upon a time, there was a king who had the most beautiful but very wild horse. Now, horse could not be tamed. The king decreed that he would handsomely reward anybody who could subdue his stallion. Many people tried with all their strength, but none was strong enough to overcome the animal. Even the mightiest were thrown off and injured. Oh, some time passed until one day, the king saw the horse meekly obeying some newcomer's instructions. The king was amazed and demanded to know how this man has succeeded where so many had failed. The horse tamer replied, "Well, king, instead of fighting your stallion, I simply let him run free to his heart's content. And eventually he became fatigued and submissive. It was then no problem to befriend your horse and gain command. Now your mind is just like that horse. If you fight and wrestle with it, you will never achieve mastery over it. So you must adopt the wise horse tamer's method. Let the mind follow its impulses and tendencies without restriction until it becomes ready and willing to accept our authority." You see, to quiet the mind by force is as pointless as trying to flatten out the ocean by force, right? You just make more waves. What you resist will persist. So the secret is, do not try to stop the waves, but allow the waves. Because the nature of the ocean is to have waves, and the nature of your mind is to have thoughts. You can't think your way out of overthinking. It is only by stopping, right? A full stop. Place your attention back in a pure present awareness state, and the mind will automatically still, because you are no longer feeding it with your attention. You're no longer making waves. Present awareness is the answer. You're about to hear a strange but true story. Legend has it, Harry Houdini, the master magician, once claimed that he could break out of any jail cell in the world. All he had to do was walk into that jail cell with his street clothes on. "I'll be out of there in 1 hour. No problem," he said. Well, a very old jail down south heard about Houdini's claims, and they accepted his challenge. On the day of the event, many people gathered outside. Very confidently, Houdini walked right into the jail and into the cell, and they shut the metal doors behind him. The first thing Houdini did was he took off his coat. Then very strangely, he took off his belt. Secretly hidden in Houdini's belt was a 10-inch piece of steel, very tough and very flexible. And Houdini started working. In about 30 minutes, that confident expression Houdini had when he walked in disappeared. In 1 hour, he was bathed in sweat, and at the end of 2 hours, Houdini, in defeat, collapsed against the door, which then opened. It opened because, you see, that door had never been locked. But that's not entirely true, is it? That door was locked. It was firmly and thoroughly locked in Houdini's mind, which meant it was locked as if the best locksmith in the world had put his lock on it. The mind is powerful. How many doors in your life do you think are locked, but aren't? How many times have you been stuck in the mental prison of overthinking, something that really had a simple solution? There is an ancient African proverb that says, "When there is no enemy within, the enemy outside can do us no harm." Your mind is the most powerful force you will ever face. It will tell you lies. It will tell you you can't do that. You're not meant for that. You're not good enough for that. You can't go on anymore. You don't have the energy. You must thank it for its opinion and carry on. Because, like Houdini showed us, the only locked doors that exist are in your own mind. The doors in reality are open, and all you have to do is walk through.